The store Aldi is well known around the world, but did you know that in Australia they also have ALDImobile? If you didn't, now you know. And in this video I will tell you everything what you need to know about ALDImobile Australia. So let's get started. Hi, it's Adu from Phone Travelers here, and today we have ALDImobile. You can get your ALDImobile SIM card from an Aldi store in Australia, but you can also order it online before you arrive to Australia or when you are already in Australia. Just make sure that if you are ordering it before you arrive, that your hotel, hostel, Airbnb can take it for you and not just wonder why they were shipped a random SIM card. Our starter kit costs you $5 and you will get $5 in credit as well. If you plan on getting a pack for calling or texting or data, I would recommend getting one, but you cannot use the $5 in credit for buying a pack, so that's something you should keep in mind. ALDImobile uses the Telstra network, meaning that it's a Telstra MVNO, also known as Mobile Virtual Network Operator. Usually MVNOs are cheaper than the main operator, so in this case using ALDImobile will be cheaper than using a Telstra SIM card, meaning you will get much more data or calls or text compared to Telstra, although most MVNOs in Australia offer unlimited or close to unlimited calls and text in the country, so you don't really have to worry too much about that. With ALDImobile you can get plans starting from $15 all the way up to $45, which include unlimited text, calls, and a few minutes and text to international destinations, all the way up to 35 destinations if I'm correct, which include New Zealand, Singapore, China, and a few other places. If you want to know more about these countries, make sure to check out my blog post in the description down below. ALDImobile also sells data packs, so that's straight data without any minutes or text. The thing with these data packs is they are quite more expensive, but you can use it for a longer period, usually for 365 days, which is most of the time a full year. For example, for $365 you can get 265 gigabytes for a full year, which, well, if you use a lot of data in a short period, you could consider. But in most cases, if you're staying here for less than a month, you can get a plan from $15, which will give you 3 gigabytes, all the way up to $45, which gives you, if I'm correct, 48 gigabytes. So I don't really think you need so much data, but hey, if you do, there's an option for that. And if you're coming in with your family, you can use the mobile plans, which means that you can share data between 3 phone numbers. So if you're coming with a family, with your man, woman, wherever you're bringing with your kids, you can share your data if you are not using as much and one of your family members is, or in this case I think you can also use it for friends or families, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't used it myself. Unlike some other MVNOs, if you use a plan it will not automatically renew, although you can choose to do so. But there are some MVNOs out there that, even though they promote their plans as month to month, or you can cancel it at any time, you will need to call them, text them, send them an email, which is unnecessary in this case. Unless you explicitly mention that I want to auto recharge, ALDImobile will not do so. However, this can change at any time, so make sure to check your profile when you register your SIM card if it's enabled or not, so that I don't give you false information. So that's about ALDImobile. We've spoken enough. Telstra, or there's a general consensus that Telstra has the best network and also has the fastest speeds. So let's see if we can get those higher speeds with ALDImobile too. So let's go outside and see the speeds. So I'm now holding my ALDImobile starter kit outside with the beautiful sun almost blinding me in the Royal Botanical Gardens in Melbourne. And before we do the speed test, we first need to see what we get when we buy such a starter kit. So let's have a quick look. So here we have ALDImobile's starter kit, which looks all bright if you ask me. When you turn around you just have some basic information, then you open it where you can find the SIM card holder. It's a 3-in-1, meaning that all 3 SIM card types or sizes, standard, micro and nano, are supported. You pop them out depending on what size you need for your phone. On the back you have some basic information like your SIM card number, which is up here. And then you are actually ready to go after you have activated it, of course. Now that you know all of this, it's time for us to do the speed test. Alright, it's time for us to do the speed test with ALDImobile. Remember, I'm in Melbourne, meaning the speeds will be much higher here compared to rural Australia, but it should probably be the same in Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth, the big places. Alright, we're gonna use the speed test app from speedtest.net and let's see what we get. And we are already testing 100, close to 100, 96, I would just say 100. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Yes, well, okay, I would just say 95 because it's 95. Upload speed of close to 60. Very high, very nice. I didn't talk about the ping. The ping is now 32, but that's decent. Not the lowest I've seen, but also not the highest. And there we have it. A download of 95 and an upload of 58 with ALDImobile. So low prices, high speed, certainly something I could recommend. Good job, ALDImobile. There we have it. A download speed of almost 100 and an upload of 60. I didn't mention it earlier, but I've been using ALDImobile since I came to Australia, and I plan on using it until I leave, so I'll be staying here for a full year. So they are my main operator. So I can tell you, in some places, or actually in most cases, I can get download speeds higher than 100. But compared to Telstra, which I've also used and also reviewed on this channel, you can get much higher speeds with Telstra itself because they want to promote their own SIM cards and not MVNOs. So if you want the highest speeds, make sure to go with Telstra. But for the low prices you pay for the data, in this case after $25 plan, I get 18 gigabytes, which is plenty for me, and just for $25. So ALDImobile could be a budget option using a premium or extensive network in Australia for low prices. So there we have it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the like button and comment down below what you think of these findings. And while you're at it, make sure to click on the subscribe button to learn more about videos or reviews like this. And while you're at it, check out my blog at phonetravelways.com, where I talk about local SIM cards around the world, not just Australia, also Europe, the Americas, Asia, all over the place, and everything else related to traveling with your phone. Alright, I shall see you the next time. Bye bye.